focusing this time around on the Russian-Ukraine crisis. This time around, we're focusing on displaced persons. Thomas Paris with our partner, Deutsche Welle. Let's get more from him on what the latest is. So, Thomas, give us an idea of just how many Ukrainians have left and where exactly they are headed.
Around 5 million Ukrainians have left the country since the war began in February, and about 7 million more have been internally displaced. This according to United Nations figures. Just to give you an idea of what that means, that's about a quarter of Ukraine's population. And that's why the United Nations, but also other organizations, are calling this the fastest growing refugee crisis since the Second World War. Most of those people have actually left to neighboring countries like Poland, like Romania, like Moldova, but also to other countries in Europe, including Germany. Germany is also dealing with the arrival of Ukrainian refugees, and as such, it is something that is affecting the EU as a whole. And that's why we've seen both national reactions coming from Germany, Poland, Romania, and so on, but also from the EU as an entity that groups the 27 nations. So this is certainly a big challenge, also a big challenge to the medium and long term. And this is why experts are also calling for the EU in particular to go beyond emergencies and dealing with situations like this, but also focusing in particular on medium to long term planning, because migration, they say, is a structural problem that is here to stay.
And Thomas, let's focus on Germany itself. How is Germany coping in particular?
Received around 360,000 refugees, so significantly a lower number compared to Poland or some of the other countries, but it's still a challenge here in Germany. And some of the problems that Germany faced in 2015 and 16 with the previous refugee crisis are also again being discussed. For example, burden sharing between federal authorities and local authorities that have to deal with housing, schooling, healthcare and so on. And that's why German leaders agreed on a €2 billion plan to precisely help with the integration of Ukrainian refugees. And this is happening also at a time when Germans are showing a lot of solidarity towards Ukrainians. The fear there expressed also by politicians is that you could have a sort of two system of refugees, where Ukrainian refugees are being dealt with in a very positive way, whereas refugees from other parts of the world have not had similar benefits. So this is also a problem that German authorities will have to deal with.
Okay, so let's talk about this one as well. The sense among Europeans, I mean, have they been critical about the situation? We know that they're concerned, first of all, about migration issues, and this is a matter that's been a challenge for quite some time now. So how have they been receiving this news as well?
Actually, migration issues in the past simply revealed deep divisions within Europe. And in this particular case, we've seen a different scenario altogether, shows of solidarity both among governments and among citizens. But this is precisely why experts are actually calling for an overhaul to migration policies within the European Union, so that you don't have situations like the one now with Ukrainian refugees and then compared to the one in 2015-16, where you saw all those deep divisions and countries here in Europe unwilling to welcome refugees back then from countries like Syria and Iraq. So this is why the debate here is a debate that is here to stay. It is not only a debate, obviously, now about how to help refugees that are fleeing, that are still arriving in the European Union. It's also about how to deal with migration policies on a medium to long term as well.
Paris with our partners DW, and you're still watching The Pulse. When we return, we'll do some sports.